Well, I have to say I remember the Denman Chase a bit more than I remember the Gold Cup, because that's just went by in a blur. But I remember the Denman Chase because it was the first time he'd run against older horses. And we really wanted to see what he could do. And I know Venice Williams really fancied Houblon des Oboe. And he murdered him. And on the way in, Aidan Coleman said that horse will win the Gold Cup. And that was sort of the beginning of the whole plan to run him in the Gold Cup, because as you know, it was only his third run of apprentices. Yes, I did fancy him because he'd just been extraordinary. He'd won at Kempton and by a distance, and everybody had said with all the good horses he'd just fallen over, but they had fallen over because he goes too fast and he jumps too well. So, no, I can't say I was completely confident. He didn't know whether you're just going to find out that actually he's just a very good novice or he's exceptional and he can beat the old horses. And he could, couldn't he? We were always going Denman Chase Cheltenham, but what we ran him at Cheltenham definitely changed after Newbury. He'd had repeat stress fractures in his back leg, so there was always a knowledge that he wasn't going to last forever. So it would have always been in the back of our minds that if we thought he had a chance in the Gold Cup we'd run. But I think it was Newbury that made us really believe it was possible. I think his focus, he was the equine equivalent of AP McCoy. He just went out there and he did it. And he wanted to win, and he did. We did a lot of jumping with him because it actually helped his back. So he did a lot of jumping and he was true professional. He could jump fences without taking anything out of himself, just in his stride. And he kept going. He was never very fast. He wasn't a flying machine on the gallops or anything. He just could really keep going. He was a funny looking ugly duckling when he first arrived because he had these great long legs with nobody to go with it. I think you realised quite early on. No, you can't eat Mike. We realised quite early on that he had incredible stamina because he was quite naughty and you couldn't make him tired. Whatever you did with him as a baby, you couldn't make him tired. But it's all a fairy tale. We bought the mare for a couple of grand. Don't bite me. To breed something for my dad. So Carruthers had already been amazing and this horse was just even better. He does a little bit of everything. Amanda here rides him and he's done a bit of showing. He went team chasing a couple of years ago. Quite enjoyed that. He just does whatever and he lets himself, as you saw in the video I showed you, he lets himself out of the stable, wanders around the yard telling everybody what to do. Oh, he's the boss of everybody. He knows he's the king. That's what else is extraordinary about him. Nothing can frighten him. You could ride him down the M4. He would just, who cares? I'm here. Yes, he likes doing that and he likes people looking at him. He likes to, these horses have been heroes. They want to go on being heroes. All the nonsense of people wanting them just to be left in fields, he would be miserable. He likes attention and a lot of cosseting and a lot of eating. Mark told him just before the Gold Cup, because he's always been a little bit of a biter, if you win the Gold Cup, you can bite whoever you like. So now you're allowed to bite anyone. He bit Richard Johnson the other day, he was here. He's absolutely determined to get this mate.